Tony McGee's Pro Football Plus Special Teams Player of the Week has been made possible by Geico.
One of our hot games of the week is Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Baltimore Ravens. Tampa Bay is a pretty good team. 3 weeks ago, their coach said they were the best in the NFC. We laughed. We thought they weren't. But right now, we're starting to rethink what we thought. Now you take a look at the Baltimore Ravens. Everyone say, it's the defense too old. Can Ray Lewis make the plays? Yes, he can. He's still a domineering player, and that defense will do well. But between these two teams, the big difference will be is at Baltimore, outside, 47 degrees.
Welcome back. Mr. McGee will be back momentarily, but while he is transversing the Beltway to get here, we're going to talk about New Orleans at Dallas. Donna, that's a good game.
It is, Mike, and the thing that makes this interesting is the fact that Reggie Bush will be back. They're playing in Dallas, but the thing about it is the Saints got beat by Dallas the previous year, but I think that with Breeze and all of those guys, that Reggie Bush, it's the key as far as in that big game.
You're wrong.
Yeah.
No, you know
if Dallas wins out, do they have any chance?
Nope.
Okay.
Them 7 losses early on hurt the Cowboys.
All right, the second game, Jacksonville at New York Giants. David Gerard is playing beautifully. Of course, they're in the AFC hunt right now, but the Giants are going to be back, and they're going to be upset about Manning's fumble. They're going to beat Jacksonville. Philadelphia,
wait
Chicago.
a minute. I'm just getting back. I can't believe you said that. I mean, Jacksonville has been coming up. They're coming up winning these games when they have to.
It could happen.
Are you talking about Eli because he's throwing so many interceptions
Eli's given the last couple of games away, have he not?
You know, I'm sorry, but Gerard can't handle the pass rush of the New York Giants. They have the best pass rush in the league. Philadelphia at Chicago. What do you think, Gary?
The Vic show continues. We know, I mean, he's going to take it to Chicago. He's going to do what he's done the last 2 weeks, and they're going to defeat Chicago, although that's going to be a cold, cold day, I'm sure.
That's the key. Gary, you know, I played there for 3 years. They're right off that waterfront.
It's cold.
That is a whole different ball game.
And the thing about it is Chicago's defense is probably better than the Giants right now.
Is anybody picking against Vic? That's all I want to know.
I'm picking against him because I think they should have lost last week against the Giants.
Oh,
if Manning doesn't go, that's
yeah.
why I'm in third place.
He's a little salty still.
I'm a little angry. Anger management.
And Tony, you got to do Minnesota, Washington, because I'm taking off for NFL News.
Okay, well, you think about this. If you look at Minnesota versus Washington, what you have to look at is ball control. We know that they have a great offense running the ball, and we know that Favre or whomever is playing quarterback will be back there. They want to prove something for the new coach. So now what Washington's offense has to do is control the clock. They have to control the game. The defense must contain and not make no mistakes. And they can win.
Yeah, what about knocking Favre out of the game? He's rusty right now.
No,
He's
you
on one leg.
want to keep him in the game. He's the reason they're losing. You want to keep him in the game.
Well, he has to reassess his career.
Yeah, well, you know, that's another one of those threats. Speaking of threats, Mike said he was going to leave and go do NFL News like we cared. Give it to us, Mike.
Tony, in NFL news this week, the Minnesota Vikings fired their head coach, Brad Childress. The new interim coach is Leslie Frazier. Most around the NFL think he will be the full-time coach next season. In addition to that, Brett Favre has said he's recalculating his options. Nobody seems to know what that means, but most think he will start against the Washington Redskins come Sunday. And while we're talking about quarterbacks, Rusty Smith is the new starting quarterback of the Tennessee Titans because Vince Young has been benched. Good news for Dallas fans. Romo probably will be back in 2 weeks. Clinton Portis probably will go on injured reserve this week. And finally, Reggie Bush should start against Dallas on Thanksgiving Day. Go Saints.